Good evening and welcome. We wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. We are also grateful to have the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our scholars who graduate today. On their behalf, let us express gratitude for the support of their families and friends, and for the faculty and staff who have guided them in their pursuit of knowledge. And whatever our own traditions, let us reflect as we proceed through this convocation ceremony on the many years of effort, sacrifice, and success that have brought us to this time of celebration. In Concilium Universitati Torontonensis vocati sumus. Graduates, please remain standing. All guests, please be seated.
Insignissime chancellare, presento tibi huscus curaris, ut admentantur ad gradius verios, testorque eos coad omnique statuta requirement aptos e idoneus esse.
Ad profectum huius provincae, huius que magnae patriae, et ad profectum omnia nationum, omnibus in terris coniunctarum, ego ex acautoritate mihi et toti universitati commissa, amito vos ad gradus varios, quorum iura vobis do, et petto quoque et omnia conficiatis munera quae ad illos gradus pertinent.
Graduates, please be seated. Good evening. My name is Cheryl Reguer, and it is my great privilege to serve the University of Toronto as the Vice President and Provost. And today, I have the additional privilege of assisting Anna Kennedy, Chair of the Governing Council, in conducting this convocation. The university is an institution with deep historic roots and many enduring traditions. And among these is the use of the language of the medieval university in today's wonderful celebration. For those of you in attendance who, like me, are less than fluent in Latin, let me give you a translation. For my part, I said, Most Distinguished Chancellor, I present to you these scholars that they may be admitted to their various degrees, and I bear witness that as far as all things which the statutes require, they are fit and suitable. Much more significantly, from the standpoint of the graduating class, the chair then replied, to the benefit of this province, this great country, and to the worldwide community of nations, I, by the authority vested in me and in the whole university, admit you to your various degrees, grant you the rights, and ask of you the responsibilities of doing those things to which these degrees pertain. And so, my first order of business, I am delighted to salute you, the graduating classes of 2023 from the School of Graduate Studies, the Temerty Faculty of Medicine, and the Dalla School of Public Health. That's it, you are done. I also want to bid a warm welcome to everyone who is here in this wonderful convocation hall. Graduates, today the University of Toronto is formally recognizing your hard work, your accomplishments, your perseverance, and this milestone. Speaking of perseverance, you have completed your programs in extraordinarily challenging times, and today's celebration is all the more meaningful because of it. Each of you, as a member of the graduating class, is joining an exceptional family of University of Toronto alumni. U of T has a global community of over 670,000 alumni in 196 countries. They are the university's living legacy and our greatest ambassadors. U of T alumni serve in leadership roles in every corner of the globe and in every walk of life. They are prime ministers, justices, scholars, authors, community and business leaders, scientists, professionals of every description. Their endeavors have shaped the world that we live in and the way that we understand it. We have no doubt that the University of Toronto's high international standings can be attributed to generations of dedicated and very talented faculty and staff. But we also know that that reputation has been built on our alumni, a group that now includes each and every one of you. So graduating class, let me start by saying thank you. Thank you for your many contributions to the university while you were a student, and thank you for what you will do as members of Canada's largest and most distinguished alumni community. And one more word of thanks is in order. I'm sure graduates, you share a sense of gratitude to the friends and family members who brought you to this special day, and I'm sure many of them are here today. Please join me in the platform party in thanking your supporters who are here with you today. And let me conclude with a request. One of the distinguishing features of the Convocation is that graduates come forward and are recognized individually. And I'm going to ask, is Alexandra Whitty here? Could you stand up for just one moment, Alexandra? Thank you so very much. Are your family here? Yes? Welcome. Thank you. Great to see you here. One of the distinguishing features, as I indicated, is that each one of our graduates is going to come up one by one on the stage. Graduates, you're going to walk along this red carpet, and then you're going to exit out that door. And at that point, you're going to turn left, and although you might be tempted to do otherwise, you're going to come back into the hall. Because if you don't come back, Alexandra and her family will be celebrating alone. Thank you, Alexandra. And finally, I note that the university is a mask-friendly environment. We ask everyone to respect each other's decisions and comfort levels around safety concerns. Similarly, we're going to forgo the traditional handshake, but promise to offer you enthusiastic applause as you pass by on the stage. Thank you for your understanding about this, and once more, congratulations. And now it is my privilege to introduce our convocation speaker, Dr. Eileen Dalla. Dr. Dalla is Medical Officer of Health for the City of Toronto, protecting and promoting the health of more than 3 million of our city's residents. In her role, she advocates for initiatives that address health inequities, such as mental health and substance use challenges, and strategies to advance health of Indigenous peoples and racialized communities. An alumna of the University of Toronto, Dr. Dalla holds a Doctor of Medicine and an MSc in Health Promotions from U of T, and is an adjunct professor at the Dalla School of Public Health. In recognition of her outstanding leadership, Dr. Dalla has received several notable awards, including the Nymark Award from the Canadian Foundation for Healthcare Improvement, the Communicator of the Year Award by the International Association of Business Communicators, and she has been named one of the world's most 100 influential Filipino women by the Foundation for Filipino Women's Network. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Dalla.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for the very kind introduction. Ms. Kennedy, Professor Reguer, esteemed faculty, family and friends of the graduates, and most importantly, the class of 2023. It is with deep, deep honor that I take to the podium today to address you at this convocation ceremony. As you've heard, my name is Dr. Eileen Dalla, and since 2017, it has been my privilege to serve as Toronto's Medical Officer of Health. Reflecting upon this moment in this very place, I can't help but remember that it was just a little over 30 years ago that I was sitting where you, our distinguished graduates, now sit at the threshold of a transformative journey. Back then, as I was receiving my Master of Health Science degree, just as many of you are receiving today, I had no idea of the remarkable path that lay ahead. Although every time period is characterized by its own unique issues and challenges, the 1990s were a pivotal time for health and for public health in Canada. One of the foremost concerns of the day was the HIV/AIDS epidemic, which reached its zenith during that decade. The tireless efforts of raising awareness, expanding prevention programs, and improving access to treatment and care, and addressing stigma defined those years. It was a period that bore witness to extraordinary human suffering and widespread illness, shaking our society and emphasizing the vital role of public health and its effective collaboration with healthcare and with community. Additionally, the 1990s saw the persistent challenges posed by tobacco consumption, resulting in health issues such as lung cancer and heart disease. Efforts to combat the negative health impacts of tobacco included the passage of Toronto's smoking bylaw in 1999, building upon decades of tobacco use research and years of health promotion campaigns and clinical smoking cessation efforts. And today, some 25 years later, we see the positive impacts of these endeavors on the health of our population. Over the past few decades, in the time since I crossed this very stage as a new graduate, the world has experienced profound transformations in health and in well-being. We've celebrated victories over deadly diseases, breakthroughs in life-saving medical treatments, and enhanced global healthcare accessibility. Simultaneously, we've faced emergent threats like global pandemics, the consequences of climate change, and persistent health disparities that demand our unwavering attention and our expertise. Still, 30 years ago, I didn't know what the future would hold, or how we, as a group of newly minted graduates, would address the most critical public health issues of our day. So as we gather here today, I urge you, today's graduates, to consider the pressing public health and healthcare issues that affect our society. Know that you are on the verge of playing a pivotal role in addressing these contemporary challenges. Our city, our country, and our world need dedicated and skilled healthcare and public health professionals now more than ever. Your individual commitment and contributions may seem to be relatively small or minor pieces in decades-long efforts to overcome the pressing health challenges of our time. But taken all together, they will undoubtedly make a substantial impact. Today, the importance of public health and publicly provided health care cannot be overstated. The practice of public health stands as the lookout on our collective well-being, the science and art of preventing disease, promoting health, preparing for health emergencies, and prolonging life. And the provision of high-quality, accessible health care to people in their moment of need, while further downstream in the continuum, is also critical to our collective well-being. As health and public health professionals, whether working silently behind the scenes or on the front lines, whether crafting policies, conducting research, implementing interventions, or championing equity, you play an indispensable role in serving our community, in safeguarding our lives, reaffirming that health is not only an individual concern, but a shared responsibility for all of humanity. Now, graduates, you step into your chosen profession at a critical juncture. You are poised to become the leaders, the advocates, and innovators who will address the multifaceted, complex challenges of our time. Each of you brings a unique perspective, a passion for change, and an unwavering commitment to improving the health and the well-being of communities, near and far. So it is with this in mind that I offer you the following as you embark on your journey in the health field. Remember that every great practitioner and every great leader in healthcare or in public health began right where you are today, full of dreams and aspirations. From experience, I can assure you that along their respective journeys, they encountered challenges and setbacks, some of them small and some of them seemingly impossibly large. But their dedication and resilience propelled them to create meaningful change. Your journey may have obstacles, but they are opportunities in disguise, awaiting your determination to overcome them and make a difference. And when you find your way past those inevitable obstacles, as you make your way through the doors of opportunity, in the words of Michelle Obama, don't slam the door behind you, but rather hold it open. And I would add that it is on us, especially those of us who may not look like the others who typically sit at the decision-making table, to not just hold the door open, but to actively encourage others, to bring others through that door with you. Never underestimate the power of collaboration. Public health and healthcare are at their best, and they are inherently interdisciplinary. And the most significant strides are made when people from various fields come together. I encourage you to embrace diverse perspectives, to seek partnerships, and to remain open to learning from others. And finally, I urge you, be driven by the desire to create a healthier, more equitable world. I can assure you that your work holds the potential to touch countless lives. And with that potential comes the responsibility to advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves. To conclude, the path you have chosen is truly, truly noble, and it is absolutely essential. The world needs dedicated public health and healthcare professionals like you, individuals who will shape a healthier, more just, and equitable future. To the class of 2023, congratulations. May your future be filled with purpose, compassion, and meaningful contributions to your profession and to your broader community. The world eagerly anticipates your impact, and I, for one, look forward to bearing witness to how you rise to the occasion. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduates once again.
Madam Chair, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates from the School of Graduate Studies who are being admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Stephanie Rose Chimino. Goldie Michelle Duncanson. Riman Rajai Marzuka. Wade Mikhailchuk. Vanessa M. Tomas. Candidates from the School of Graduate Studies who are being admitted to the degree of Master of Science. Chelsea Nicole Buckley. Victoria Formuza. Madalena Pamela Liugas. Christine Carmen Muscat. Shalane Cedras. Kieran Renee Wheatley. Candidates from the School of Graduate Studies who are being admitted to the degree of Master of Health Science. Umay Ayman. Lynn Alfayez. Purva Amit Amin. Kayla Page Belial. Daniele Berardinelli. Carissa Violet Rose Beely. Darcy Amaris Brill. Julia Victoria Buchignani. Megan Margaret Catton. Elizabeth Marianne Chandra. Sarah Jamie Chung. Ava Catherine Corey. Vidya David. Natasha Renee DeBoer. Macy Rosa Delared. Gabrielle Marguerite Dimek. Anika Faiz. Jerome Christopher Tablit Fernando. Kennedy Brooklyn Fung. Ivneet Kaur Gill. Abigail Hyla Michael. Daniela Jaramillo Bedoya. Si-Won Kim. Vanessa Taylor Louis. Oriana Emily Mitchell. Kian Mariel Servillon Nagales. Harmeet Kaur Nahal. Kathleen Nielsen. Meliha Osluk. Rivia Satkunaratnam. Emma Marie Scapilati. Isabel Sophia Schneider. Katie Scollard. Morgan Caitlin Cito. Janvi M. Shah. Jiawei Shi. Shreya Singh. Abhirami Tayananta. Ashley Rose Trumbull. McGregor van de Ven. Euphemia Eleni Varduniotis. Adrian Joseph Aludino Velasco. Maria Vonica. Shauna Hillary Weisberg. Yoon Ching Yang. Candidates from the School of Graduate Studies who are being admitted to the degree of Master of Science in Occupational Therapy. Sadia Ahmed. Shazin Alam. Tetiana Ali. Isabella Sofia Alonso. Samana Apple Raju. Alakshia Arumuganathan. Sagar Bazikzada. Bakizada, sorry. Nada Barry. Denise Michelle Bato. Antonia Marie Belfleur. Isabel Bola. Madison Tessa Billings. Brianna Nina Bortolin. Lindsay Michaela Bosfeld. Sandy Rose Brassel. Holly Lynn Brulé. Elena Angela Campagna. Jordan Caron. Jasmine Isabel Carranza. Larissa Chan. Yolanda Chung. Erin Elizabeth Cliff. Madeleine Louise Marie Corbière. Ana Maria Rosa Costa Park. Amy Marlene Cruikshank. Emily Marie Dahan. Gina Lee Desatnik. Bridget Catherine Deschen. Ana Maria Lisa Dilella. Kayla Dobson. Allison Hannah Dodwell. Hannah Ray Eboral. Katarina Victoria Elms. Lee Christine Evans. Vanessa Sumki Fan. Eva Elise Favero. Noelle Catherine Fossella. Emma Aubin Frank. Michaela Jane Goldie. Rachel Tabea Gottschling. Amanda Adele Grant. Alana Grech. Nakia Mustafa Hamzabhai. Summer Eden Hart. Amira Ezat Hegazi. Madison Lee Hendrickson. Allison Julia Hodder. Madison Lacey Hood. Saba Jawed. Kayla Ann Jodwin. Isabel Gwyneth Johns. Neha Kapil. Suraya Qasim. Yoonji Kim. Anna Krosinski. Sharon Kwan. Ilu Lee. Stacy Ma. Mariah Kathleen McCall. Catherine Main. Hannah Matheson. Jared McLeod Mainpa. Sabiha Mir. Madina Megani. Michaela Morgan. Chelsea Murray. Erica Taylor Murray. Melissa Nicole Norton. Allison Tova Brody Oaknine. Nicoleta Odorico. Lindsay Olga Papel. Megan Leah Passmore. Ashley Roxanne Patterson. Ava Christina Pyle. Claire Elizabeth Perry. Cesara Luisa Pirvu. Abby Nicole Postma. Anna Perchenkov. Mariam Rana. Elena Francesca Rosanna Ricci. Mariah Nicole Santilli. Ikra Shah. Riya Shah. Maria Sheikh. Kayla Victoria Rose Smith. Lloyd Bailey Smith. Zoe Avril Smith. Jillian Kathleen Speakman. Taylor Christine Stubbert. Takse Sutakar. Eliora Muriel C. Wee. Rima Ann Toop. Grace Gabrielle Videla Nash. Nicole Vidovich. Caitlin Wagner. Sophie Mandolin Weaver. Charlotte Storm Weiler. Bradley John Wilson. Emmy Lai Wong. Oriana Chi Yan Wong. Vanya Wu. Ming Dong. Candidates from the School of Graduate Studies who are being admitted to the degree of Master of Science in Physical Therapy. Shahed Al-Hamur Al-Jarad. Yasma Ali Hassan. Rimsha Amin. Dimitra Apostolopoulos. Scott Victor Aquilina. Parmis Atashzai. Tomas Alexander Adzano. Arushi Bal. Jasmeet Kaur Bajwa. Dior Bektashi. Rebecca Hannah Campbell. Nathania Chan. Hannah Chow Stacy. Amy Julia China Young. Cheryl Chow. Jessica Tan Nhu Dam. Sabrina Dasuki. Agnieszka Divecha. Serge Duplia. Ramzi Elmadbak. Brittany Rose Amari. Ashwin Anthony Emmanuel. Luka Eskic. Miriam Farid. Sophie Fu. Marina Gadelrab Gadala. Robert Matthew Joseph Gallant. Amy Gao. Harleen Kaur Grewal. Carly Marie Grosso. Catherine Henderson. Catherine Vanessa Audrey Hermanto. Alyssa Nicole Hodgson. Caitlin Humhay. Kyle Timothy Hutton. Samar Jaffer. Nirma Hatem Jbara. Vaishnavi Jivananthan. Daniel Reichi Jin. Selena Elizabeth Ann Jones. Roxana Yu Yi Juan Ding. Nicole Wendy Kaufman. Keegan Wayne Keyoung. Caleb Kim. Jeevan Kaur Kuner. Timothy Shinghim Kwan. Natasha Ladd. Andrew Luong Lam. Cindy Lee. Tianshu Lee. Chantal Hintung Lin. Nicole Liolios. Vinci Liu. Gabrielle Elizabeth Lubach. Isabel Davis Long. Adam Chuk Him Liu. Nicolas Markakos. Natalie Marie McKellar. Lilian Merovitz Budning. Sahra Jena Mohammed. Sarah Brianna Morris. Tyler Rose Muirhead. Alexander Matthew Nika. Leona Margaret Noble. Eunice Sunyoung No. Jasper Ong. Emily O'Quinn. Austin Paliga. Christine Pang. Miloti Parthipan. Lilia Pascual. Tanya Patel. Jordan Elizabeth Peters. Jeremy Alexander Pulara. Madeline Jessie Reeser. Nadine Saba. Malcolm Sanderson. Stephen Robert Chan. Rachel Catherine Seguin. Caitlin Victoria Shipley. Parneet Kaur Sidhu. Aya Slim. Callum Smith. Harneet Somal. Rebecca Teodoro. Vitujan Tangeswaran. Kelly Ann Thurlow. Victor Tran. Praja Vaikuntarajan. Jessica Erin Vance. Carly Khazina van der Laan. Zamir Walji. Aaron Daniel Wexler. Maggie Beryl Eileen Wilberforce. Michelle Wong. Brittany Amanda Wu. Joyce Wu. Yuzana Kine Win. Jason Chi. Jackie Yan. Ati Yazdi. John Zaki. Candidates from the School of Graduate Studies who are being admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Ifra Abdillahi. Shamim Ahmed. Navindra Baldeo. Victoria A. Boyd. Sara Carbone. Bo Chen. Woo Jin Choi. Karima Joy. David Joshua Kinnitz. Ju-Yeon Lee. Lauren Elise McEachern. Aya Nefa. John Kenneth Peel. Marina Tiffany Richardson. Moat Mohammed A. Sagaf. Abhimanyu Sud. Paula Forhays. Chang Chang Shu. Candidates from the School of Graduate Studies who are being admitted to the degree of Master of Science. Ariba Asgar. Chandan Kaur Bal. Alessandra Marielle Solveig Bosch Spiteri. Xiaoyu Chen. Yu Tong Chen. Joey Cheng Singleton. Yu Chun Qian. Biswajit Chowdhury. Anna Cooper Reed. Elizabeth Ann DeBrone. Sophia Dobrovolsky. Shikha Duggal. Shangyi Gao. Priyanka Gayan. Angelica Gaitinko. Damien Henderson Lee Wah. Gloria Ho. Ji-Shing Hong. Klesta Hoja. Hong Yu Huang. Patricia Claire Irvine. Rachel Jaffe. Alan Joey Kember. Bilal Khan. Samantha Kruger. Luis Felipe Ledesma Vega. Pei-Yu Lee. Yue Lee. Xiao Wei Lin. Lindsay Sarah McDougall. Nadine Ariane Narain. Edith Manwai Ng. Lisa Che Young Oh. Sanaz Rafiei. Jaffa Shetini Mirai Romain. Maria Spirnach. Mary Sidaris. Sedige Shairi. D. Shan. Chen Ningji Shen. Yushin Shi. Luke Sliz. Charlene Subia. Yi Chen Su. Zachariah Traya. Manuel Tismenetsky. Tiffany Trum. Brian David Whiteside. Yuxuan Xie. Dean Shu. Mu Yang. Yi-Chi Yin. Karen Ga-Men Young. Junran Zhang. Candidates from the School of Graduate Studies who are being admitted to the degree of Master of Science in Community Health. Mishka Sylvie Ann Donchiclozo. Jessica Allen Lux. Janice Chilam Lee. Rifat Farzan Nipun. Sogol Olamazadeh. Lisa Orsi. Cyril Matthew Parenas. Mariana Ravazzoli Martins. Camila Maria Ursua Fresno. Candidates from the School of Graduate Studies who are being admitted to the degree of Master of Health Science. Rex Chan. Samuel Dale. Lindsay Jolivet. Tumushabe Mutungi. Candidates from the School of Graduate Studies who are being admitted to the degree of Master of Public Health. Nada Abu Alun. Mustafa Kitam Abdul Hakim Al Zahran. Chantel de los Santos. Reem Hamdona. Andrew Jordan Organic. Margaret Yacorenio Paulus Lines. Priscilla Sisurat. Candidates from the School of Graduate Studies who are being admitted to the degree of Master of Health Informatics. Felipe Carlos Cepeda Amaya. Olujumi Charles. Haley Asha Kaur Chima. Alexander Olayinka Dari. Archana Dhaka. Suja George. Ryan William Henderson. Alireza Katami. Daphne Nadersia Kong. Manmohan Mittal. Abdulrahman Anwar Abdulrahman Mohammed. Azmina Musa. Muhyiddin Ola Mohammed. Urvi Patel. Shweta Raman Chakravarti. Shui Jun Sun. Jorge Marcelo Telchi Solis. Chantel Oshin Thomas. Ahmad Wadi Ramahi. And last but not least, Alexandra Whitty.
On behalf of the University of Toronto and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby admit all those candidates not here present to their degrees in absentia.
As we conclude Convocation today, I want to thank you all for your participation and patience. To the families and friends and to all of you in the processions, let me say thank you. You have made this a memorable event for every member of the graduating class, and particularly Alexandra and her family. Thank you for being here. I want to thank Anna Kennedy, Chair of Governing Council, for providing over today's ceremony, and the many other colleagues and friends of the university who participated in Convocation today, and you'll find their names in the program. And a special thanks to Professor Elizabeth Cowper for reading all those names. And I now invite the chair to bring today's Convocation to a close.
As I bring this Convocation ceremony to a close on this, your special day, I hope that we will see you often in the years to come, and I invite you to stay connected. We will be very interested in your journey, and we know that you will make an impact for the better in whatever you choose to do. Concilium dimisum est.